up, guys? Welcome to ranking every rival's weapon. Well, actually not every, but welcome to ranking every rival's weapon.
Because we are pros, we have the right opinion, and your opinion is wrong.
Yeah, thanks. Anyways,
No,
starting with the Assault Rifle.
yeah.
Assault Rifle is solid A tier, I think. Basic
Yeah,
weapon.
it does a lot of damage.
Yeah, it does a lot of damage if you hit every shot, and you're killing someone if you hit every shot. Which, honestly, I mean, it's free too. Looks pretty good. The skins are good. We'll probably talk about skins and stuff in another video. But yeah, moving on, we have bow.
Ooh, hear me out. Bow is really overrated. A lot of people love it, but I don't see the hype. It's good, but like, there's better double jump stuff. So honestly, I'd say like D.
It gives you double. I would say D. I would say C, because like, here's my opinion on it. Bow is decent. I mean, you're 40 every shot. It's really hard to hit headshots though. Just for me, charging it up feels like it's just a waste of time in the match for how fast-paced the game is. And the bow, I don't know, if you're using it just for a double jump, go for something else like fist. You get for free too. So I don't know why you wouldn't use that and other stuff too, like fists, daggers in the game. I don't even know if they're on this list, but.
My glorious daggers.
There's other stuff used for movement that's like way better. Moving on with burst rifle. I'm gonna say S. No, I'm joking. We'll go high A for burst rifle. Basically, a lot of people trash this weapon because they're saying like, why not just use assault rifle? Burst rifle shoots it in burst, and I'm pretty sure it does a little bit more damage than assault rifle.
It does like 1.8 more damage, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean it's not bad. I mean I use this a lot and I like it a lot. Plus I have like a bunch of scanners, so I really want to use it.
Honestly, I'd say it's a worse assault rifle, but I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, I'm gonna say just keep it at A tier for the assault rifle. I think that's fair. I think it's any better than like assault rifle in general or other weapons that are primaries. So we'll go to chainsaw next. I'm gonna say chainsaw is a solid B.
What? I say it's D tier.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, actually, what's your reasoning for that though? 'Cause I don't like.
I never see it used, and I feel like that's for a good reason because I don't know if it's just me, but like it attacks pretty slow, and there's just better. There's better stuff that you could be using.
I mean, both of us use it at the start, and you do see a lot of people that like are really annoying and run like RPG, will run like chainsaw and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Because they're new to the game, they think chainsaw. I'm gonna say C. Personally.
I think below C, like below bow.
I think yeah, below bow. It's really good for movement on like certain maps if you do the charge attack. Plus it does damage. But I feel like everyone who uses it just spams that, and it doesn't do reliable damage. It does like quick things to like finish people off. But
also,
I mean, it really makes you fly around in maps like Arena.
In my opinion, it's very predictable. Like, you won't see many like high-level players getting hit by it, especially like the charge-up attack.
Because I mean, you can hear the sound audio, and you just know to stay away from those people. Stay up high, maybe stay up where they can't get you with that. It also like, I mean, chainsaw also does like a really big melee damage, but I feel like C is good enough. I feel like C is where it belongs, low C. Next, I don't want to do Exagun. I want to do premiums last.
Fist. It's really good for being free. You get a double jump, and it does like some decent damage. It's like 25 damage per hit, right?
I think like 35 maybe. And maybe they buffed yet. I don't know. I think it's around 30 the damage. It's pretty good. You can double jump. It doesn't give you any extra movement speed. I mean, honestly, B tier.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's better than these because it's a melee
like
that you
above
can
average.
rely on, and it has like good speed. You don't need to wait for it
Yeah.
to like do anything. Next is flare gun. I'm
Ooh,
gonna
okay.
say close to S.
I'd say the highest in A. The only thing that's holding it back is that once you get to higher tier lobbies, it's like really easy to just not walk into the fire.
But I mean, if you're a low tier, those people do not know how to like do anything. So I'm gonna say high A. It's really good
Yeah.
for an area effect. I would say doesn't do as much damage as Molotov, but stays there for about pretty long in the match. It has 2 charges instead of having like to wait for it to come back, similar to Molotov.
Yeah.
And I'm comparing them so much because they're basically the same thing. Kind of. But one's, I mean, fit to your liking. But I think Flare belongs in high A.
Honestly, I might even say S. Because it's, even at the high level where they're dodging it, you still block off that part of the map. Like, they just can't go
It's
to that
really
part
good for
anymore.
area control, and I do see people say this is like not good, but it is good. Like area control is good, so I'm gonna go low S for a final ranking on Flare.
Yeah.
Next is Flashbang. I'm gonna go straight F. Yeah, using this has like a 99% chance of like blinding your own team. I mean, it sucks because the creativity of the skins is really cool too. Like the camera one, and like all the skins are really cool for it. But like, and its ability is cool. Flashbang, pretty simple, and it's in most games. But like,
You only use that to, like, be annoying.
you only use that to be annoying, and you're annoying your own team like half the time. So I'm gonna say F, maybe even really low D, but I'm gonna say F. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Freeze ray. This is where it gets tough because I want to say freeze ray is low B because
Yeah.
you don't see a lot of pros using it at all because you're like freezing people. But freeze and knife combo is just like awesome. It also just slows down the entire map. Like
Yeah.
players, you can combo it. One thing that does make it a downside is that you can freeze yourself, which happens a lot to me. I don't know about you, but I just freeze myself because I try to use it close range.
Yeah.
I mean, lounge shots are really hard to go for with this too, because it like arches, kind of. Like it drops really fast. It's kind of just like a weird projectile. It doesn't really go straight forward or anything. So yeah, I'm gonna say low B is good for that.
Yeah.
What would you say for grenade?
Probably D.
D. I mean, it's really helpful to start in like grenade launching and stuff. I barely got any kills with it unless I'm in like really low lobby. So I'm just starting off for the day. Usually, like this is my first match of the day, and I get maybe 1 hit with a grenade.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything. I don't. Yeah. Handgun. I'm gonna say low B. Handgun, it's super basic. It does like pretty good damage output though.
I feel like it's only good on mobile, because unless you like absolutely butterfly click, it like doesn't shoot fast enough.
It just, yeah, that's actually a problem with it. I mean, it does have good damage though, and obviously 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we've covered all the starter weapons, kind of. So that will like, that's kind of the basic loadout is the assault rifle handgun. Yeah, you play Rebels, you probably know that. I don't know. Handgun is like pretty basic, and it's just not super good. Low B. Katana.
S tier.
Easy S tier. It's so good for high S above flare. It's so good for facing mobile players and like blocking people that absolutely beam you with weapons or like use sniper or stuff, because it just reflects the same amount of damage they would have done to you to them, which most times if you're facing pros is a lot of damage going out.
And mobile, this is like the counter to mobile.
Because unless they have auto shoot on or they're just like somehow really good with using it, they're gonna hit you with every shot, and they can't really control when it shoots. So if they're like constantly just standing in a corner and hovering over you, they're gonna hit the katana. But
Yeah.
I mean, it does have a pretty short like thing, but I think that's fine because like once people realize you are pulling it out, they're not gonna shoot. But like some people have really slow reaction times, so it's kind of good for those. High S tier. Knife.
Ooh, knife I'd say is a B tier. It's a lot harder than we thought to hit the backwards shots.
That's true. I mean, we did find out a way to like kind of cheat it, where you slide backwards, and then even if you're in front of them, you can hit them. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like,
but then you
that
can't
doesn't make
see
it any better because then you can't see them after. Freeze ray and knife like combo is awesome with knife, but it's just too dependent on that. I see a lot of people like using clips to go hit the back shots with knife. All right, anyways.
Go for back shot.
Yes, dude. The back slashes with knife, but it's not like it's not very easy for most people. I mean, and it just I mean, it's just 40 damage per slash, so it's not that bad. But if you miss it, it still does damage. So I would even bring it to low A.
Ooh.
Mid A. I say mid A actually. Now
I say low A.
I said low A then. Because I don't even in the middle. Next is
Molly?
Molotov.
RPG.
I put that in.
Shots to the body.
Okay, I put that in
No, I'm not
high.
50 damage,
I
which
I put that like mid A.
Mid A.
Hit him 50? Is that?
Its flare does way more damage, plus it like drops down if you hit it onto a wall, which is good for like hitting people in like that little ramp area on arena. You can kind of throw
The only
it.
bad thing though, it does go away like really fast. I think it only stays for like 30 seconds, while flare stays for like a minute.
Like flare's twice as long, but it does maybe like a little bit less damage. So I say flare's still better, but Molotov is definitely something. It's less of a guarding thing. It's less of a thing to guard stuff, and just more of like something to. I don't know.
Yeah, I like to get someone to chase me and then throw it at my feet, and then they chase me into it.
And then they just like, don't realize until they've already started taking like way too much damage.
The revolver.
Okay, personally, before I put this on the thing, I don't like revolver. I personally can't hit my shots with it, and I don't like when you can aim, like you can't aim in, and it just like does like the 6 shots, like the boom, boom, boom. But
yeah,
I don't know. A lot of people kill me with this, like a lot, and it's usually.
I haven't used revolver much, so I can't really say anything.
It's mostly mobile players though, because they hit headshots on you. Headshots do crazy damage. If you hit someone 6 times, I think if you hit all 6 shots, maybe in the head or maybe not, you kill them. And mobile players are like crazy with that. And it's just good for, I don't know how much damage it is. It's like good for doing quick finish. So yeah. I'm gonna go high B. I just can't use it. That's my
Yeah, that's fair.
RPG. This is gonna be really controversial, probably.
D. Low D.
High D. Better than grenade.
Yeah.
Actually, better than chainsaw, maybe.
If we get, I say we move chainsaw down then, because I do not think RPG is in D or C.
Yeah, I mean, I like this. RPG over chainsaw and grenade. And flashbang.
I think it's like in between high D and low C, because it only works on like the lowest level players. You're not hitting a pro with that.
That's true. You're not hitting pro with it. It has like a giant area of effect, but there's also like better things to use that have an area of effect that don't take.
And they nerfed it too, so it doesn't do one shot anymore.
I would say it used to be like a close to A.
Yeah.
Because it did like 50 damage per hit. You only hit this like 3 times, and it had a massive area of effect. And it also did insta-kill on body shot, so it was like insane. You just run around with something like that gave you more speed at the time, which was like knife, and then you just run up behind them in body shot, and then you just run. Like you put one on the map,
yeah.
just body shot. So I would say if we're making the old one up here, if we're making how it is now, I'm gonna say low D. I mean, it's really not gonna work anymore. Next is Scythe. I think this is overrated.
Ooh, I don't know about overrated. I'd say it's like the tier below Katana. I'd say it's A.
I think it's maybe like it's higher than Molotov for sure. Higher.
Yeah.
Oh, let me like rearrange it. These guns are better than this. I'd say Scythe is like right here.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know, Scythe is like actually pretty good for getting up to areas. I feel like you see way too many people using it though for just like getting around the map. And there's other things for that now, like Knife gives you more movement speed, and you don't need to like wait for a charge up. And there's daggers too, which give you more movement speed. There's Warhorn, which gives you like more time, and it needs to charge up still. So I don't know. There's like tons of things that you can use other than Scythe, but it's pretty good for just getting like straight up. There's nothing that really gets you up without like a longer wait than Scythe. The dash does do damage, right? I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you use it correctly, then it can.
If you use it correctly, then the Scythe can do damage too. So I think this is a good spot for it. Next is Shorty.
Overrated. It's only used by mobile players because it instant shoots twice and it kills you.
Yeah, it's
I would say above handgun. Yeah.
I think right here. Maybe above freeze ray. Because like if you get close to someone, you're killing them pretty much. But I don't know why mobile players use it so much because you need to be like right next to them to do that. And most mobile players use it from farther away, and just people in general use it from farther away than you're supposed to. It does do damage. Like I still get killed by that, but like it's not. I don't think it's good. That it does like a pretty low damage output if you're far away. And it's just like, really inconsistent damage, which is the same problem with shotgun. Which I guess we'll go ahead and start talking about as well. Shotgun and Shorty are like basically the same thing. One's a primary, one's a secondary. But I don't know, Shotgun does less damage than Shorty. It's not bad, it's good for close quarters again. But Shorty and Shotgun both do really low outputs for damage and like killing people. If you run up to them and shoot them, then that's working. But like if you're sitting on top of, I don't know, the crate and construction and trying to shoot people, you're not doing anything. Like they're gonna kill you. Next is smoke grenade.
Smoke
I
grenade?
barely use this. I feel like I used to not be able to see people in it.
Yeah, but since it puts out the fire.
Actually, yeah, that's a thing that I don't see many people use for target. You can't use flare or Molotov in it.
Yeah, I would.
Well, what do you say?
I'd probably say it's like highest in C.
Yeah, I mean, cause you used to not be able to see people, I think, in it, but now like I definitely can see people in it. And
yeah,
I don't know, it's consistent at putting out the fires, but if you're like smart enough, you're not gonna throw your Molotov or shoot your flare into the smoke grenade, which is like actually something kind of good about it, because you can just sit in there for a bit and then like reload your weapons. So I don't know, I think this is a pretty fair ranking for it. Next is sniper. I think it's close to S.
I'd say it's like at the same place as like burst and AR.
Right here? I don't know. I like it.
Yeah, it's just like high A.
It's actually surprisingly easy to hit headshots. Sometimes. Like it's easier than I thought it would be, and it does like 75.
I'd say if you hit like the entire upper body, it counts as a headshot pretty much.
Yeah, especially from far away, they can't like calculate it, so you just like shoot in the upper body, and they die from it. I don't know. And there's some pretty cool clips you can hit with it if you use subspace or like trowel and jump with it. I don't know. But I think sniper is pretty good. It doesn't insta kill. But yeah. Next is Uzi.
Ooh, overrated too.
I'm gonna do under revolver maybe.
Yeah.
It does like 8 damage per hit, And it's just like a starter player magnet because people are like, oh, this seems fire. Because when you think of Uzi, you think someone that's gonna shoot really, really fast and be able to like do a bunch of damage really fast. It's just not good though, because once people realize you're using Uzi, they're gonna run up to you and just start shooting with like shorty or like something.
In my opinion, it's like a worse energy pistol, because it runs out of ammo so fast, and it doesn't even do that much damage if you do hit stuff.
Yeah. Also like medkit.
Well,
Next.
medkit.
Medkit is pretty bum kind of for some people. If you're able,
I'd say it depends on the map.
To run, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you're planning to run away, like you're gonna need your teammate to full coverage you if you're in arena. But if you're in docks, you can kind of like hide in one of the houses in medkit. But I mean, it's really obvious that you have that, and once people like realize you have that, they're not gonna like let you run away. They're gonna have some weapon to like chase you down once they realize you're running. But it takes a pretty long time to get to full, like to get to full, maybe 100. Is it like 90 or 100 back?
It's like 80.
And there's like a quick one, which gives you the same cooldown, which I find not, I don't know, the same cooldown.
I'd say high C, because it's just kind of like a switch up. You don't really want to use it multiple turns in a row.
Yeah, unless you're in like team deathmatch.
Yeah.
Which, it's not effective in combat at all. Like the quick thing you think is good for combat, but it's not really. Unless you like katana, medkit, and then go back to like shooting them something. So yeah, I think maybe it's just really low B.
Yeah.
Next is minigun. I've used this a few times in mirror matchup. I don't actually own this. I don't own heavy duty pack. So I'm just gonna go off the few times I've been killed and the few times I've seen people use it. I'm gonna go kind of low B. Kind of mid B actually.
Like mid B.
Because I see people use it, I think it makes you slower, and whenever I see someone using it, they're like brain dead. They just sit there and they like can't hit you with it. It shoots really fast and it's really good. I just think people think it's way too, once you get to like better lobbies, I think people think it's way too OP and it's just not fun to use.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've used it in mirror matchup and just like tested it out a couple times. It's not really that good. It's good, but you need to hit all your shots, which is like the same for every weapon. But it's also just not fun, just sitting there and just like beating people.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say minigun. Just maybe.
Paintball, overrated. It's like, in my opinion, I say this a lot, it's a worse assault rifle.
Maybe
I'd say it's a round
A.
assault rifle, but worse. Yeah.
I'm gonna say a low A. Most of these like aren't. They're kind of worth it. I mean, paintball gun. Actually, I'll move it up to like maybe under scythe.
Yeah.
It's good. I don't know if it still blinds people because I feel like I'm not blinding people when I hit it anymore. When I hit my shot.
Yeah, you can. It's such a small effect that it's just so easy to see around.
It's just like at the start when we saw people using paintball gun on us, we were like, oh yeah, we gotta get that because it's like crazy. But then once you actually start learning how to like get around that, it's not hard at all. Like to do that.
Yeah.
It takes forever to reload too. So like at that point, just use assault rifle or burst. You're hitting more shots. The blinding is basically worthless.
Yeah.
Not very good. Exo gun.
Ooh, Exo? Honestly, probably A. It's got good, like, splash.
Yeah, it does, like, really good splash, and it's good for hitting people, especially if they're hiding right behind the roofs and docks.
Yeah.
You could just hit people with that, and it, like, reloads quick. It's cool, too. It's just, like,
Yeah.
everything about it's nice. It's a pretty good weapon, just not, like, insane. So, yeah. A. I think if we move sniper up to low S then, and then move this maybe back here. Behind the assault rifle.
In my opinion, I just don't feel like snipers as because there's so many ways to dodge it.
That's true. I mean, unless they're on mobile, it's a real threat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Flamethrower.
I see people say this weapon's cheeks.
I say it's bad. It's literally only a rushdown weapon, and the people that use it just run at you while using it, and it's like pretty easy to dodge.
People.
If you have scythe, if you have knife, daggers, freeze ray.
Yeah. I mean, people do say it sucks. I agree. I don't think it's F. I think it's
Yeah.
maybe.
It's definitely not F.
Definitely not F. It's not bad. It's just not really worth it. I mean, I feel like the whole heavy duty bundle is not worth it. I feel like the only thing that is worth it is grenade launcher, which is next, because I see people hit crazy clips with it. But it takes time. You're spending like 2,000 Robux, which is like $20, on something that's gonna take you a while to learn how to get good at it. Because like the grenade launcher, you need patience as well, because you need to like shoot certain areas to like get good flow for just jumping around. If you're using it offensively and not trying to get like over people, it's also not that good. It's like the things bounce around and it just does like, I don't know, I think it maybe does like 50 damage, maybe I'm wrong. Or no, maybe not even 50, I think it's like 35. It's like as much as 50.
I think it's 35 splash.
And then like I've never seen anyone hit someone on site with it. So I'll say like above minigun, maybe not above fist for sure. Above Uzi, above revolver. Nah, not really above a revolver. Above a revolver. Yeah, I like it. We'll just do under a knife. I don't know. I'll put it here, but you're gonna need to learn it for it to get here.
Yeah.
I mean, if you fully learn it, it's here. But if you're just like a basic person that doesn't really put that much time into playing the game with this weapon, right here. Slingshot.
Ooh.
S.
Highest A or S?
Low S. A is low S. It's not even like I overuse it, because I do when people are like, I don't know, I use it when people are doing certain things. They definitely buffed it, I know that.
Yeah, you should do like 3 damage, not just 7 per ball. And you have 75 ammo.
And
You need to hit like
sprays.
22 shots and they're dead.
So I think it's definitely worth getting a class 1 for this or saving up for it. It's so good. And it's kind of fun too, because you can hit like pretty good shots with it. It does have like insane knockback though, like if you hit it off the walls and stuff, like it'll fly off you. If you're not hitting someone straight on, it's not bad. If you're hitting someone straight on, you're like lasering them. It's basically the same as AR, but it has more ammo. You don't need to reload it. You just need to wait for it to be out of it. So I think that's good. Subspace, really underrated actually.
Yeah.
I only see people use it for the jump thing, but like if you make people run into it, it's really good.
A, because like Medkit, it's a switch up, but it's a much better switch up since it'll pretty much one-tap them.
Yeah, it gives them 149, and you pair that with like anything. Sling. If you
Sling and subspace do kind of crazy.
If you use flare, you can block off areas where you don't have subspaces, and then just put the subspaces in areas that are like they're gonna definitely cross through, and then they're just gonna die. They're gonna die to it. It does like crazy damage too. So if you hit them both and then just like sit around the map and kind of hide out with subspace around, they're gonna run into it.
Yeah.
So subspace is pretty underrated. Or pretty underrated. Because people only use it for like the jump up and then snipe. Trowel. Really, I like it. I don't think it's like insanely good. You build a wall, but I don't know if you're supposed to be able to like jump and fly up really high.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I'd say it's probably like B. It's just a fun one. It's not really that good, it's just fun.
yeah, it's really fun. And like it basically is the same effect as subspace for the jumping part. If you like time it right and jump and slide there or whatever. I don't know. It's more fun. Not insanely good. But yeah, I feel like That's where it belongs. So yeah, this is our final ranking here. Yeah, that's the goats right there.
Like,
These are the ones we
there's
think
no
we
few-
use in Rivals. Maybe, if you want. This is our ranking. Anyways, what do you want to say?
let us know if you have any different ideas, cause we would like to hear what you guys think, cause we're not pros.
Yeah, we still die a lot. We're like going through different lobbies all the time. Whether we're going to really good
Yeah.
and going bad. So like we get a wide range of players facing us. So this is kind of our feedback on that. So yeah, give us feedback on anything you guys think we should change. Give us feedback on video ideas. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment any other Rivals videos because Rivals are actually fun.